Hello, dear friends. This message gives a very detailed information about the role of each of us. Where one goes, we do not all go in this case, because everyone is different and has their own process and timetable for awakening and serving others in their own way and at their own pace. They say, or it is said, that if we knew the whole truth, we could never sleep, because it would be indescribable. Opinion piece. Everyone is a world. The role of stars seeds. Every human being has different mission. They are downloading information codes to us. They serve the greater good of humanity and of each other. Each one has its own process and its own timetable. No being is forgotten or ignored because each one is different. They are advanced souls who volunteered to assist. Each of the seeds has a different role according to their origin. Pleiades seeds stand out for their empathy and social skills. Pleiadians are the most empathic and emotional beings with humanity. Andromeda seeds format the matrix, and Arcturus seeds bring technology. Sirians are the leaders and protagonists at this time and are great healers. Venus seeds help to develop compassion and unconditional love. Vega and Orion are builders and architects of the planetary structure. Other souls are processing their awakening process, as no one is ignored. Remember that everyone must play the game, and that all of you will receive your codes. Let's start. All human beings of spiritual nature are being bombarded with multiple information codes from various galactic planes that serve the greater good of humanity and us. As this differs from each human being, no being is forgotten or ignored, according to an interesting message from Ashta throughout Melin Lafont. But each individual awakening process is different, and each has its own program. Each one, I mean. A starseed is a person whose soul origin comes from another planet. A starseed is said to be an advanced spiritual being who comes from other planets and realms and possesses spiritual and scientific knowledge going back hundreds of thousands of years. A starseed is a soul that has reincarnated as born from the stars. A starseed has also lived lives in other galaxies. They carry a special wisdom within them that is profound and divine. Starseeds play an important role in world ascension. They are highly evolved souls who volunteered to incarnate on Earth at this very moment, and who lived most of their lives on the other planets, solar systems, galaxies, and dimensions. Specific cases. First one. The stellar seeds of Arcturus receive information on how to apply the new high technology society. Second, the Andromeda seeds are loading codes to format the previous matrix so that the new magnetic field of the Earth can be activated. Third one, the seed of Pleiades are very sensitive to the chaos and the ongoing drama. They are more connected to humanity because of their empathy and social skills. These star seeds are being helped with the change in the level of human beings and are downloading with the Solaris codes. Each solar flare is a new download for Pleiadian souls, and it can be very difficult to integrate them these days due to the intensity of these frequencies. The Pleiadians are offering humanity the ability to open the heart and mind, which is very important at this time. They are seeing their awakening, and they are preparing to rebuild a new world or community. They are doing their work on the playing field of humanity because they are the most empathic beings. Fourth, the Sirians are the leaders of this moment. These starseeds are taking control, so to speak, and are stepping forward. These souls will feel the urge and the call of do something about it, and will therefore strive to make the necessary changes that will occur. These starseeds are being bombarded with new information, ideas and codes from the galactic center, so that innovative ideas can be birthed on Earth. The Sirians take a leading role in this stage and are great healers. Fifth, the Venus starseeds are downloading codes from their home planet and are assisting with the process of love and compassion. These souls are integrating the vibration of higher love to help humanity understand their own divine nature. They are activated in the field of nature and feel the need to resist anger, negativity, darkness, and hatred. More and more compassion will flow from your heart to others. Allow this to be transmitted to those who are lost in the grip of fear. Sixth, the starseeds of Vega and Orion are the builders and architects of the planetary structure. As we transform the Earth into a crystalline structure, these starseeds assist in this important process. Therefore, clarify, focus, and strength are imperative. These starseeds receive daily downloads and upgrades to integrate the crystalline frequency and are transforming in through their own vehicles. It is as if their vehicles are processing a regeneration themselves and then transmitting this frequency to Earth. Everyone is different. All the other starseed souls on this Earth are each processing their own individual process of higher awakening, as no one is ignored. Each starseed is thus receiving its personal encodings and is awakening to that which is ready to be activated. You are all helping and playing a role since we are in the transition to the Aquarian age. Remember that everyone must play along, and you will all receive your codes. There will come an end to this worry, to this confusion in the world. Each individual is important, and each soul follows its own path. Many die of fear, forgetting who they are. That is the only reason a soul chooses to follow the guidance of fear. Always remember who you are. Let this knowledge be the guide for your future path, and stay connected to the heart. Never forget who you are, no matter what. FBI disclosure. An official disclosure is coming about one of the most frequently asked questions in human civilizations, reports Ava Garcia. For more than a decade, the Department of Defense has been quietly cataloging and investigating scores of strange encounters involving craft and fighter jets entangling with or being followed by unidentified flying objects, most of which have occurred in the Navy. A document declassified by the FBI states the following. First, some of the disks are manned, others are remotely controlled. Second, their mission is peaceful. The visitors contemplate settling on this planet. Third, these visitors are human-like, but much larger. Fourth, they are not people from Earth, but come from their own world. Fifth, the disks possess some radiant energy. Sixth, they do not come from any material planet, as we use the word, but from an etheric planet which interpenetrates with ours and which is not perceptible to us. Seventh, the bodies of the visitors and the ship are also automatically materialized when they enter into the vibratory frequency of our dense matter. Eighth, they re-enter the etheric plane at will, and thus simply disappear from our vision without a trace. Ninth, the region from which they come is not the astral plane but corresponds to the locus or thalas. Students of esoteric matters will understand these terms. Mysterious lights spotted in Gujarat, India. Images of a sighting of mysterious bright lights flashing in a row in the sky, posted by people in India's Gujarat state on Monday night, have gone viral, sparking rumors of unidentified flying objects on social media and debate about the existence of extraterrestrial life. Netizens couldn't believe their eyes when they saw some 7 mysterious lights gliding across the sky in the city of Junagadh, in the Indian state of Gujarat, sparking speculation about unidentified flying objects on Monday night. Crypto coins. A man becomes an overnight billionaire after investing $20 in the Rocket Bunny cryptocurrency. Christopher Williamson, a resident of Manchester, Georgia, invested $20 in the Rocket Bunny cryptocurrency on June 15th, never suspecting that when he woke up the next day, his investment would be worth more than $1.4 billion. Coinbase co-founder predicts that 90% of non-fungible tokens will be worthless in 3 to 5 years. Fred Eschman ruled out that the technology will disappear completely in the future and argued that the technology itself is really important and really valuable in the long run. The non-fungible token rush will end in the next few years, wasting the assets invested in this market. In quotes again, I go so far as to say that 90% of non-fungible tokens will have little or no value in 3 to 5 years. You could say the same thing about the first internet companies in the late 90s, the expert said, noting that such a development is completely inevitable with the new technology. Bitcoin dips below $29,000 for first time since January. Bitcoin, the market's most popular cryptocurrency, has dipped below $29,000, the cryptocurrency's lowest threshold since last January. Bitcoin's fall wipes out all of this year's gains. The world's top digital asset, Bitcoin, has suffered a daily drop of more than 11%, dragging the cryptocurrency to its lowest level this year, $28,993. As of 13:54 Greenwich Mean Time on Tuesday, according to data tracked by CoinMarketCap. The fall comes a day after the People's Bank of China, in a further extension of its nationwide crackdown of cryptocurrencies, summoned banks and payment companies and ordered them to stop facilitating crypto transactions. The Bitcoin has lost more than half its value since peaking at $64,000 in mid-April. China's central bank calls for tougher crackdown on digital currencies. The People's Bank of China has held talks with several Chinese banks and financial institutions in plural, urging them to thoroughly check customer accounts for cryptocurrency transactions and cut off relevant payment links. The regulator demanded that payment companies and financial institutions invest more in technologies that can help identify cryptocurrency-related manipulations more quickly and get to know their clientele better. The move comes as part of a broader state crackdown implemented by Chinese regulators against cryptocurrencies. Beijing has also banned mining in major Bitcoin hubs such as Sichuan, Xinjiang, and Inner Mongolia. Economy. Wall Street closes with gains. Wall Street closed Monday with gains, and its main indicator, the Dow Jones Industrials, rose 1.76% in a rebound from last week's losses, influenced by the Federal Reserve's economic outlook. Record home prices. U.S. home sales fell for a fourth straight month in May as record prices amid low inventory frustrated potential buyers, a trend that could persist for a while as builders were unable to deliver more homes due to a shortage of lumber boats. Oil rises above $75 for first time in more than 2 years. Global crude oil prices rose above $75 a barrel for the first time since April 2019 as a rapid rebound in the global downturn underpins rising fuel consumptions. OPEC may boost oil production to ease global supply shortfall. The Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries and its allies will discuss increasing oil production to meet rising global demand during their next meeting. Russia is expected to propose that OPEC should take steps to reduce the global supply deficit. Other members of the group are discussing a possible supply increase in August. U.S. Biden's Justice Department may defend Trump in Capitol riot lawsuits. The former president may have an unlikely ally to defend him from lawsuits alleging he incited the Capitol insurrection. The current president's Justice Department. Strange news. 56 Republicans sent a letter to Biden asking him to relieve Harris of border duties. More than 50 House Republican lawmakers have asked the president to relieve Vice President Kamala Harris of her duties in handling the border crisis. The Republicans, as they have for months, pointed out that Harris has yet to visit the border despite the increase in illegal migration. Some Democratic lawmakers representing areas along the border have also called on the Vice President to take more action, including a visit to the area. Migrant centers denounced. Small migrants sent emergency shelters described cramped living conditions, spoiled food, lack of clean clothes, and struggles with depression, according to 17 testimonies filed in a court case Monday. Military maneuvers in the Black Sea. The Sea Breeze 2021 military drills, which have been organized annually in the Black Sea since 1997 under the patronage of the Ukrainian Navy and the Sixth Fleet, will include the participation of more than 5,000 troops, 32 warships, and 40 aircraft. The maneuvers are scheduled to begin next week and last for 12 days. This year's exercises will focus on amphibious warfare, land maneuvers, diving operations, maritime interdiction, air defense, special operations integration, anti-submarine warfare, and search and rescue operations. Britain makes deal to supply warships and build naval bases for Ukraine. Ukraine has announced it will expand its already extensive naval cooperation with Britain, with the two countries signing a joint memorandum on Monday that will see the UK design and build ships and bases for Kiev. The announcement comes 8 months after Ukraine signed a $1.7 billion deal with the UK for 8 Barson-class fast attack missile ships. Petition to prevent Bezos from returning to Earth next month signed by more than 45,000 people. More than 45,000 people have signed petitions to prevent Jeff Bezos from returning to Earth next month, when the billionaire Amazon founder is set to ride his new Shepard rocket along with his brother Mark and an identified passenger who paid $28 million to join them. In European Union launches space program to reduce its dependence on US and China. The European Union on Tuesday launched its new space program, endowed with 14.8 billion euros for the next 7 years, with which it seeks to reduce its dependence on a sector led by the United States and China. Reset News. Telegram from John F. Kennedy Jr. dated Monday, June 21. First, penance is coming. Second, regardless of what you think, you are not awake yet. Third, you don't know how deep this goes. If you did, you wouldn't be able to sleep. Many of you would never be able to continue. Fourth, you need each other. You need each other. Learn to play well with each other, or you will be left behind. Fifth, if someone stumbles, pick him up. If someone asks a question, give them the answer. Sixth, this is how we grow. Seventh, if you reject one, you are hurting the plan. If you damage the plan, you will be left behind. Eighth, we are seeing it. We see everything. Ninth, there are no secrets. 10th, you would never believe the files kept on each of you. In fact, you would never believe where they are kept. 11th, prepare for the next phase. Prepare each other. 12th, you are one. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.